Hello, welcome once again to this interesting episode of the program Sports Preview on Bua Community Voice. In fact, today is most interesting because we're talking about the UEFA Champions League phase. Yes, the league phase is upon us. The draws happened. That was Thursday, 6 p.m. local time, and every other European team found out who they'll be going up against. For the purpose of this program, let me just tell you that I'll be treating the Premier League teams who are involved. Liverpool and Man City will take on Real Madrid, while Chelsea face Barcelona after the Champions League size is covered who they will play. The draw sets up a reunion between Trent Alexander-Arnold and Liverpool after he left Anfield this summer. Arsenal also will take on Harry Kane in their game against Bayern Munich. Fellow English side Tottenham Hotspur, they were drawn against current holders Paris Saint-Germain. So we all know where it is going on from. But for the sake of this program, we'll be concentrating on Arsenal. So we'll take it one team at a time in teams in the Premier League until we come to the end. So on today's episode, we'll be looking at Arsenal's group in the league phase. Yes, their group in the league phase, and to see what happens. Let me also remind you how it works. The first 8 teams will get an automatic qualification to the round of 16, and of course the teams from 9th downwards will now get to play a playoff. Of course, from 25th down will crash out of the competition. You know how that works. From 17th to 24, we will now get to play in a 2-legged affair to know who qualifies. And 25 down will crash out of the competition. My name is RJ of LWO, and this is how I welcome you to the MaxBet sponsored sports preview. Remember that MaxBet offers you 100% bonus on your first deposit, and also there is 300 naira up for grabs on MaxBet. It's www.maxbet.ng, so you can start winning. Like I mentioned, we'll be treating Arsenal, but that won't happen until after this break. Welcome back. It's still Bua Community Voice on program Sports Preview, proudly sponsored by MaxBet. I told you I won't be doing this alone. I won't be working alongside Bonfrey Joe, brother, and the man Podolski.
Zaman.
Just to make sure that we analyze all that is to be in the Champions League. Arsenal as the main point of call. Arsenal is grouped with Bayern Munich at home. They'll take on Inter Milan away. They play Atletico de Madrid of Spain. That'll be at home. Club Brugge away. Olympiacos at home. Slavia Praha away. Kairat Almaty at home. And Athletic Club away. Yes, Athletic Club is the same club that you also know that's in Spain. Of course, that is what it is. We look at all of these teams that Arsenal will go head to head with. They begin to wonder, can the Gunners make it out of this league phase?
For me, I think it's not going to be an easy task, but considering the fact that the market value Arsenal went through this transfer window has proven to be a strong one and quite a competitive one that will match any club in the world when it comes to football playing. The team is strong. I think the team is healthy. If I will use that word, the team is healthy and strong to do something like they can do away with any team they face. But the only thing there is that you don't just say to the match starts. Playing Bayern Munich, you know, it has been a different ball game for Arsenal and Bayern Munich. I won't forget the 8th. It's not the 8-1 thrashing against Arsenal during the time of what is the rebel. What's his name? This Rebel then. I won't forget that. So I hope Arsenal will use this to avenge that stage again. I think Arsenal should be planning on avenging what has been done.
So there are 4 positions here.
Yeah.
Bayern is 1 for Arsenal. Inter is strong. Atletico Madrid is quite a strong side.
Yeah, but Arsenal played Atletico Madrid in the last.
Atletico Madrid presently, man, they are not at their best.
So I
Man,
think
they are trying. They are just struggling to
And the
get
game,
their
the
feet.
game against Bayern is good. Is at home at the
Yes.
Emirates, and
Yeah.
but I think the game against Inter Milan is not in the best situation.
They are not. They are not right now.
So what are your takes for Arsenal?
For my take against Arsenal, this is a good group for Arsenal to recover. And most of the teams here are not that too strong for them. Considering like how we stated earlier, Arsenal went to the market and they got what is it strikers, is it wingers, Madueke, Victor, just make mention of it. Their defense is good. Look at their recent two games now, two clean sheets recently. So it speaks a high volume of them that they are capable. They are capable to face any team. Don't forget last season what they did against Real Madrid in the two legs. So I believe that Arsenal are in a good place right now, and the newcomers are blending in very well. So Arsenal should be able to give their best and come out of this group
Yeah,
victorious.
Arsenal reached the semi-final for just the second time. Losing eventually to the eventual champions. I'm talking about Paris Saint-Germain
Yeah.
on aggregate. Leading to Ateta's surprise assessment that they had been the best team in the Champions League this year. But after they've spent so much money, like you talked about, Victor Yokeres, Eberechi, and now Martins Zubimendi, a £250 million spree. More expectations are there. I don't think Arsenal should be given any excuses. Do you think this is the year?
I think this is the year for Arsenal, considering the fact that, like, if you analyze the 8 teams in this group, you see that we have an edge over Atletico club, over the Olympiacos, the club Blues. As it may not be easy, quite alright, but Arsenal should be taking all 3 points in that match. And if you can get 3 points in 4 different matches here, that means you are on a stable 12 points.
Okay, talking about 3 points, Arsenal finished third in the new league phase last season. Of course, very impressive. 6 wins from their 8 games. They now found out their opponents for the upcoming campaign along with 5 other English teams. Now, when you look at how well and even how Arteta described his team as the best team in the Champions League, before now you always say it's too early to decide. Don't you think it's early to decide if Arsenal will go for this time?
There's nothing like Arsenal has played 2 games on the start of the season, and their 2 games have shown that they are not keeping it easy. They are taking every game as it comes. So I think Arsenal should go far.
Yeah, I think I'm going to support him for once. Sometimes it's good to support Arsenal fans so that they will believe that we are your friends. Arsenal will go far this season. I will not even be surprised if Arsenal is going to win Bayern Munich. Because Bayern Munich look at even their last game that they won 3-2.
I was talking about how they need more players in the team.
They need more players. As if Bayern Munich are struggling. They need to kick off. Atletico, I don't see Atletico being a problem for Arsenal. Club Blues, I don't see them as a club problem. Even Atletico club, no. I don't see those ones as a problem for Arsenal. Arsenal should be able to deliver this time around. They cannot be finishing second all the time in the Premier League. I believe that this is the year Arsenal have to go in that Champions League or Premier League.
Okay, the season, either Champions League or Premier League, but of course, I still believe that it is rather too early. Let me also remind you once again of who they are taking on. It will be Arsenal up against Bayern Munich at home, Inter Milan away from home. They'll take Atletico de Madrid at home, play Club Brugge away, Olympiacos at home, Slavia Praha away, and of course, Kairat Almaty at home and Athletic Club away. Remember also that it's not a home and away situation anymore. It's 4 games at home, 4 games away for every team in the competition. Well, they've said it all. They believe that that's how they're going far. No matter when the Champions League comes, our offer is still very much open for you. $300 just for registering on MaxBet, and also a 100% bonus on your very, very first deposit on MaxBet. Isn't that amazing? Just go to www.maxbet.ng and start winning. I think we all agree that Arsenal is one of the strongest sides in this.
Yeah.
In their
Arsenal is competing for this. Is competing for this Champions League.
Well, yeah, maybe because I think adding a better chance created a lot
And
of activity.
Yeah.
the transfer window is still open with Arsenal having a potential on this Bayern Leverkusen defend winger. There's a guy they are looking to get from Bayern Leverkusen. So I hope if it works, fine for Arsenal.
Okay, whether it works or not, you're still very much
Yeah, I'm still
confident that
very
Arsenal
strong.
is a team to watch out in the UEFA Champions League. Okay, we'll see what happens. How will be the match? You know how we do it here. So on the next episode, it will be now time to look at Chelsea and what they might be up against in the UEFA Champions League. Thank you very much for being a part of this one. Thank you so much, Godfrey. Thank you so much for being a part of this one. Of course, to you listening, who was behind the camera saying thank you. We urge you to make sure that you subscribe, share, and turn on the notification bell so whenever this kind of video and a lot more comes, you can be able to be a part of it. For me, it's Adios Amigo.